Hi. How you doing? How you doing? How your children doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How you doing? How the dog doing? How the cat doing? How you 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 doing? John, how you doing, King? How you doing? How you doing? Mama Ann, how you doing today? How you feeling? How you doing? How's it going, Susan, what you doing in the building? Let me find out you in here, Susan. How you doing? Go. Look, I froze. Go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Love you. Cranky, how you doing? How you doing? Bullshit, how you doing, girl? Girl, let me tell you something, girl. I'm so bullshit. I didn't so much as look. I didn't even comb down the wave pattern this morning. No, I ain't no brushes at that. Thank God I washed my face and brushed my teeth. I still got on my tank tops. Yeah, I got on tank tops. Yeah, I'm laying up. I'm chilling, y'all. I came as I was, y'all, today, girl. Okay, but I'm so bougie that, honey, I came up in here like Beyonce, because that's the standard of the greatness, I guess. Girl, I came in, honey, like I woke up like this, auntie. I came in like that bougie girl. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Good to see y'all. Stephanie, how you doing? Good to see you. How you doing today? I need to know. Justice, how you doing? How you doing, little sis? How's it going? Is that Mama Jane, my sister from a different mister? How you doing, sis? Wait, ripping my room, man. Ooh, girl. Paint party. Paint party. Best thing when painting now. Don't get all these chemicals together now, because somebody be like, oh, all those chemicals. Best thing about painting is gonna be a puff party too, honey. Paint and puff. Some paint and sip, some paint and puff, honey. I get it all. Cree, how you doing? How you doing? It's Saturday. Come on, let's get our youth back, y'all. Remember, Saturdays made you happy. Get happy. Get happy that you ain't had to work today and you could go paint. Get happy. Do something, girl. How you doing, Long Wolf? How you doing? How you doing today? How is it going? How is it going? How is it going? To my moms, Dana and Tina. If I find out they up here, like I just seen Sula, y'all, they out there living. They out there kicking it. Let me tell you something. One thing about when you hold a wrench up in here, you the keys to the kingdom. That means you can come up in here when they ain't even open yet. You know, I post a live, they jumping up in. Yeah, y'all can jump in the chat too, but see, they come in different. They came in with keys. They the reason you up in there. So yeah, they key holders. They investors. You know, people say they invest in money. People think your mods mean they taking care of you. They are. They the people that's sitting there that saying, girl, I'm in the middle of swimming in this pool. Let me get out. Water glistening. My phone about to get wet because I think somebody in that chat saying something. They do. They invested in you. I love my moms. Much love. It's foul life. You know it. So y'all better be living. I'm living through y'all. Live. Live through me. Live. We living through each other. Live. I love to hear that. I love when people come from chat and say, Danny, I don't care even if it's the subscribers, y'all. Because we family up in here. We all wear crowns up in here, right? It's royalty up in the building. So when they come in and be like, girl, Danny, I just stopped on in, but I'm out here kicking it with the grandbabies. I'm cooking dinner. I'm painting the room. Girl, I love it. I love it because you know what I know? Even though I can't see you, you see me. Even though I can't see you, I say at least my buddy ain't sitting there laying in the bed right now, crying, sad, don't want to get up, don't want to eat. And that made me feel good. And as I know we blessed today. We wasn't just counted, we was counted in today, huh? We was counted in today, and I'll take it. I'm telling you. Oh, mm, 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 mm. Man, the power in friendship. The power in friendship. The power in loyalty. My brand, and let me say. You know, because they always say, Danny, it ain't what you say. I say, I know it ain't, but you got to be able to deliver it. You got to have a little bit of a delivery to it. Now, you just can't, because there's some people out here saying some great things, and people are like, oh my God, they're monotone. Oh my God, they're at this. I couldn't even listen to them. But you're missing out. You're missing out. You never know. I think I put these definitions up here. I don't know, so I do want to make sure. Hold on, let me see. No, that's not the definition I'm looking for. It's like I thought I added it to my branding. But these are things that are definitely part of this here brand. And I got so many pictures, me looking to go through them. But anyway, it was just truly in the definitions of, things we can look up. Value, loyalty. Those are things that count. Sometimes we looking in a friend for things that we wouldn't even be. So how can you expect that of somebody else, what you're not going to be? I don't expect anything more. So look, when I was a shorty, every night before I went to bed, my grandma would take us in, I'm going to call it the middle room. Because there's a bedroom, the middle bedroom, and the back bedroom, okay? So we call it the middle room. And in this middle room, she had the, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And every night we had to say this. And let me tell you something, as a young child, I get to the part like, do unto others as you want done to yourself. And as a kid, not even knowing what this world was, the innocence of a child is not understanding what's going on around you, and you're still happy. That's why when we get older, you got to grab that because it is a lot going on. But here's the difference. Unlike a child, you know what's going on. But you also know that there can be happiness within everything that's going on in the world. And sometimes things gonna rock you because it's so close to home that you can't avoid it. You can't deny that it happened. But when I was a child, like I said, when you're a child, the innocence of a child, you think the world is just this great place. I thought, doing to others as you want done yourself. Okay, that sounds easy. And they'll just give it back. So if I do nice to people, they're going to be nice to me. If I love people, they're going to love me. But then you got older and you realize you were going to love people that were going to use you. You were going to love people that meant you no good because they didn't even love themselves. But you didn't know that part yet. You weren't there. You were going to be nice to people and they were going to be mean. It was going to happen. You give your shirt off your back and somebody would steal your shirt. But you would have gave it to them. Dan, how you doing? Love when the Kings are in the building. Ooh. Yes. Let me tell you something, Justice, about when things cross your path. You can sit and worry about everybody else that is, but you got to ask yourself, why did this cross me? Just like I tell us all when we come up in here in this building, no matter what we can say. So it don't matter if it was because of the Sherelle and Yates, the Yates and Amber, the 90-day Maria, the Terry Lynn, the whoever, the whoever's it was that brought us to a place. There's a reason. Just like we always say, everybody, it's a reason, a season, a lifetime. That's everything that comes into your path. Because think about it. Every day you walk past, drive past, go past people that you have no idea who they are, what they are, what they're doing. You saw what they look like because they crossed your eye. But then there's people that you're stopping. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Dan. Even if that's not your name, that's what I'm calling you. I ain't calling these people on the bus, nothing. I don't know them. I say, hey, how you doing? Hello. Because we made eye contact. Hey, how you doing? I don't say, hey, John. Hey, James. Hey, we don't call each other nothing because I don't know nothing. But when people start crossing your path, and the more they get into your path, now we on the same lane. We see each other every day. Hey, how you doing? On our way. We always in a chat together. There's a reason. Who knows what the reason is? The reason could be to show you that everybody ain't bad, or it could be show you, hey, be careful on here. It could be to show you that people are going through what you're going through. I don't know what the reason. I find out in life. That's why I tell you, when I tell you people gonna show you who they are, believe them. Because they're gonna show you the reason, the season. Because see, sometimes it's a season. You met them, hey, how you doing, girl? 2 years from now, we're in our season. It was the season of why we started, hey, how you doing, girl? We didn't even know it. Hey, how you doing, girl? And 2 years later, we're in a season where somehow we connect. It could be a tragedy that brought us. It could be a good thing, but something gonna be the season. And then when it comes to a lifetime, you know a lifetime. Because a lifetime lives past people's life. Is that my chef finest wine? How you doing, King? How you doing? The Kings, when they're in the building, I get excited. I get real excited when the Kings are in the building. How you doing, King? I just literally came up in here a minute or two late. Well, y'all know I be on DP time, Danny people time, all the time, you know. But anyway, Sherry, how you doing? But one of the reasons, Dana, what are you doing here? How you doing? Said, I'm giving out my yellow. Remember that in school? You in the yellow? You in the yellow now, mods. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be having fun. But Chef, I was actually watching your live and your upload, and I was gonna say to you, man, man. I wish on the finance, but what I can definitely ask you is, and I'll talk to you off of there, but if you got legal counsel, if not, one, remember you in my city. We in the same city, it's our city. That's one thing about the Shot Town. Let me tell you something. One thing about the Shot Town, you know, when somebody says it's my city, you know it's a bunch of people who own the city. So they know, like, oh, she don't mean she literally own the whole city from everybody. We know. It's a big city with a bunch of bosses, Capone City. So we got a bunch of bosses in it. You better know it. But yeah, and then even with the law, because I can't speak of nobody else, but I definitely know of great legal counsel that can be affordable and can even end up being free to people here in this city. And I mean, good legal counsel. And they have offices on the west side of Chicago. They have offices on the east side over on Commercial. So you'll know exactly where that is. And they have offices in Pilsen. So they are definitely all over the city. They are all over the city. Yes. And I am proud to say my father, even though he retires right now this year, he is definitely one of the heads in the building. You know, he doesn't practice the law, which you would need him, but definitely. So there are resources. See, that's what we have to do. We have to resource out to each other. What am I holding something I know from somebody? You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to know. We all got keys. We just got to start figuring out what they for. You know what I mean? I got a janitor set of keys on me. You know what I mean? I got a janitor, and all I want to see is us win. The more winners there are, the less losers. You get what I mean? So, but the more losers there are, the bigger chances you got to lose them while you're trying to win. So I'm always for the uprise of everybody. See, legal aid, yes, and this is legal aid. I can definitely and so you can reach out to their office. And like I said, they got one on the east side on Commercial. And they got an office in Pilsen, and they have an office on the west side of Chicago in the Austin area, in the Austin community. So, and they are legal aid, and so they handle all these different kind of things. And so, and the good thing about it is, if you go into one of those offices, you can also ask questions, and you can, you know what I mean? And maybe I'm not saying in your situation, but I'm just saying it could be in any situation, but you can probably find out that you can do it yourself. But yeah, so, but definitely. And the best way for anybody with an active warrant is to get some form of legal counsel and go into that place with them. So if you did surrender yourself, you surrendered with them, because a lot of us with the law, sometimes it gets twisted, misconstrued, and it becomes more other stuff. We didn't understand it. I tell anyone I know with the law, if you truly should not speak until you get legal counsel. We make jokes about public defenders and everything else, but they actually give me a one up. Now, don't get me wrong, they all work together. You know what I mean? You better believe it. The prosecutor, they all these people work together. All these is a community. Don't just think nothing else. but inside the law. So, like I said, so the police can twist us in words because we just didn't know better, and we could put ourselves somewhere we didn't, or in something that really we don't know as much as they saying, but we do know some. But they make. So the best thing I always give you, always in those Miranda rights, it lets you know you have a right to remain silent because anything you say can and will can and will be used against you. So the best thing is to get the people that play in the court of law. I don't care if he just got out of law school. I never went to law school. That's what you better tell yourself. You better tell yourself, well, I never went. At least he went. I don't care if he come in shuffling books. She come in shuffling books. At least she got a book. At least she's still taking time to, hey, hold on page 27. Because see, people scared of new lawyers, but you better know a new lawyer still looking at the law. They remembering the case that took, the case that every law has a case behind it. That's why even when we talk Roe versus Wade, every law has that case that set the precedent. It's stated the law. You think that wasn't going on before it? So I always tell people the law is something we should all know. And that's one of the greatest things I think about Huey P. Newton. The law. If the land is so-called governed, they under it too. So the law of the land, I think, is very important. Always, Brian. Like I said, I definitely, outside of this, I'll send out a text to someone, and I'll get you a direct number of somewhere you can call because I know what area you're in. So I'll definitely do that. Because see, that's something I could say. People always, well, right now I didn't have. You might have had an idea. Who said it was the one that was going to work? But at least I had something. Some people bring to the table the paper towels. Somebody brought the pot to dinner. You get what I'm saying? So we got to bring it together. I set a table. Let's eat. Let's break bread. Let's grow. You know what I'm saying? Let's grow. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So yeah. And then on top of that, Indiana is like no disrespect. And then anybody want to spend a night there. So shit, you almost spend a night in Cook County. You almost spend a night in none of them, tell you the truth. And then every push comes to shove, I guarantee nobody, guarantee, good or bad, criminal or not. But yeah, so, but definitely, Heidi says, "Hey, you're doing happy Saturday." But yeah, definitely do that because, like I said, so like with an active, so even with my son, so my son recently finished the case that he fought for a couple of years, but there was a court date he missed. We knew nothing about it. I'm openly said this on here about a couple of months ago. It was in 2023. But anyway, one day, pulled over, bam. Like, hey, now here's the thing. Since the day that he so-called missed the court date, he's been in a courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. They arrested him and said, hey, you got an active warrant. It was on a Thursday. They said, oh, no, it was on Friday. He said, oh, you're going to definitely spend the weekend. You go to court on Monday. So he spent the weekend. He went to court on Monday. And on Monday, he went to court. They said, hey, you missed it. So now we're giving you another, now get another court date for this. But with the court date was like 2 days after. But anyway, long story short, he was released after that. But in hindsight, if he would have knew about it and could have went down on it, he never would have spent a moment in jail because he would have went in about it and squashed it off. Because unless it's okay, so this is a complaint against this. It's not. I'm not on a violent case. I'm not on some. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that I was going to go in for about some sentence, and I might have got a fine. I might have got some community service. I might have, But once again, I just have to look into Indiana because we're Illinois. So I know that charge, what it could have carried in my state. So I look into that state and I find out, you know what I mean? Because sometimes we got to be our own Johnny Cochran. Sometimes we got to be our own, you know what I'm saying, defense team. And I'm talking about not even in the courtroom. You have to know the law so that when people try to twist it, just like you got to know the land and the law. You better. That's why people go to other cities, other states, other countries. You be watching 90 Day and all these shows and you think, how do these people not know you can't do this in this country? Even when I watched Jersey Shore, y'all remember the season they went to Italy and they got kicked out of Italy? And I thought, come on now. First of all, I'm not Italian. You ain't got to be Italian for me to know some of the stuff y'all doing. Y'all got to know you can't do it everywhere. Y'all gotta know this some old we do it in America type of stuff. And who would want to be walking through all these beautiful cathedrals and all this, and I got a skirt up so short that I don't know if you're looking at my snatch or you get what I'm saying? Like, why would I want to? Why don't people learn? Oh, no, girl, Eagles, how you doing? I love when the Kings are in the building. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna study like, how did you go to that country? Or what's old girl, Brittany? She didn't know nothing about this Muslim country she was going to. Girl, you could end up not alive going to another country. You could end up in another country coming with your country ways and end up with your hand cut off. End up with your what was the this was an entertainer. He was in some country and I think he sent a picture to a woman or she sent a picture to him. But because of where he was, it ended up who was that? I mean, they didn't do like time, but they got arrested for this because once again, you got to know where you at. You up in China, I would suggest you don't ask nobody about nothing on them histories, because if they go tap an officer and tell them you gonna be doing some time and all your American ways ain't gonna get you out of nothing. Matter of fact, they gonna be the reason why they putting their knee in your back. Because they gonna say, oh no, you think you'll bring this here and get away with it? So our people could be doing this too. You better know where you're going. Mm-mm. I was studying Texas before I went. And the worst part, I was studying Texas way before I ever went and all the wrong in Texas. I forgot all the beauties in Texas. I hit Texas and my whole life changed. My whole mind changed on Texas. I got such a love in Texas for Texas. Let me tell you something. Not only do I got family there and grandbabies there. You understand what I'm saying? So my soul is in Texas. You know what I mean? I gotta have property in Texas. I gotta have property in Texas. I got to have property in Texas. Period. Period. I got to. I wish I had that more. But anyway, I gotta have property in Texas. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I gotta have property in Texas, Cali, definitely here. Multiple properties. And I'm not even talking about properties I live in here. I'm gonna have properties that help house, help build, help uplift business. This is my city. You know, it made me, it raised me. These streets, I'm glad for this concrete jungle. I'm glad for this place. You know, I'm glad for everything of what Chicago is. Because it also builds character. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You better know. And I gotta have property in Georgia. Um, I have to. I have to. So those are places, and then everything else is just to have the property. So if I'm there, but those are places I go to, and I plan to be a lot. So it'd be cheaper to have something there that you can make money on it when I'm not there, and be there when I'm there. Um, that would be better than going and renting and staying with people and shit like that. Hmm. Who's burgers? Sorry. We just had to do that real quick. That was on CEO, aka me. Don't know what you're talking about or why you came here saying it that much, but it kind of messed with my, um, kind of messed with my whole psyche. Oh, but I was still fucking see it, yeah. It's so simple, I am. Yeah, you should. You should research where you going. Period. You should research where you're going just for your own knowledge. You know, like for instance, I live in Illinois, and anyone especially when I was growing up, and especially for black people. You know where to and not stop in Illinois. You know. You know everybody, and you know it on the road. You know it if I'm stopping in Mississippi, stop through St. You know what I'm saying? When I hit, you know, you know, you know. I don't know. Just like I know if I don't get this mofo out my chat, they gonna turn me from being nice to me asking them what the is a burglar. Wait, what is this? I don't get it. Like it ain't even. Like I'm like, wait, this is what I'm trying to figure out. Sorry, now y'all double hearing my laugh. Wait, I'm just the part I'm trying to figure out is how many times we put the same thing in. I mean, I'm confused. Yeah, but you should know where you're going. I mean, yeah, they could bring it. That don't bother me. Like I said, as a kid, that shit don't bother me. I just it's one compulsive. I mean, just keep saying the same thing over and 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 over. I'm like, damn, I get it. Shit. We get it. How much time you got on your hands though? Like, I mean, once again, all these lonely, bitter, when we talk reasons, seasons, and lifetimes, this area that's over here that seeing people saying think this is my sector, this is where I want to be, it is filled with some of the craziest people of the world. They just do the most obsessed thing. I got time to drop in a chat 400 times the same statement because I have nothing better to do with myself. But I'll be somewhere saying, people be acting a fool in chats. That's a fool. That's a loser. Period. I don't care if you're saying Danny wins. I'd ask you, do you know how to say anything else? I mean, does ET phone home? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, is my computer behind? I'm just trying to figure out. But anyway, what were we talking about? Yeah, I did. I did. No, I want to give him a good for a fan. Tell him, oh, she's the one you really want to be. Oh, they came to hate up on me. Baby, haters get me moist. I tell you, because they always remind me, like, look, girl, Danny, you was sitting over here. You was sitting up here talking about a TV show. Mm, hey, like I said. Yeah, I just don't. I can't. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure. Isn't it? To be loved, to be loved. What a feeling to be loved. Someone to kiss, someone to to miss. I got mods. You come here 1,800 times. And they keep blocking. I keep blocking the comments. They keep coming. Who gives a flying flizzy? Miss Faith Frazier, how you doing? Happy Saturday. I'm still winning. Hashtag winning. I'm still winning. And things like that are exact proofs of what I've told y'all. Look, these people play the same games. Hold on, let me get on some goofy shit. Let me come in and say some what are this goofy, silly, Billy, Millie, Gilly shit. Ooh, I'm really hurting somebody. Okay. Giving me comments in my algorithm? Because like I said, watch how simple this is. Hey y'all, God bless you, good night. And when we done, all my shit'll still be all on the green. See ya, I love you. This how simple boss is going. Real quick. You don't give a room for goofies. I got a room for a kingdom. Watch this. Let me end this real quick. Get you dead on my real block list.